Thank you, Haley. Um, Good night or good morning wherever you are. For the assignment one was to choose one of the attributes um, of God and to do a presentation. Uh, for myself, most of the presentation I did was in our own native language in Tokpisin, because we are looking after the uh, unfortunate youths to rehabilitate them. So, some they don't understand English. So I in our morning devotion and night fellowship I always talk to them in our native language, which is Tokpisin. So had to get video uh, from them during my presentation in Tokpisin. So today I want to do my presentation based on the attributes that I choose, which is omnipresent God, meaning God is everywhere. Um, One of the most inspiration attributes of God is the term that omnipresence that I've learned in this Bible college Israel. Most of times I think that in my down times when I feel that the situation arises in my life that I feel that nobody is around. But when we discuss going through the lectures and discuss about the omnipresence, these attributes of God made me to be um, open-minded that God is everywhere, no matter what. In the dark times, in the time that I feel that I am nobody, or in the times that I feel that nobody is watching or nobody is hearing me, but God is always there, always present wherever I go. So the scripture that affirms the the attributes of God, where God is everywhere, is in Psalms chapter 139, verses 7 to 10. It declares, where can I go? This is what um, David said. He said, where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to the heavens or on there, if I have or if I make my beds in the depths, you are there. So this is the kind of God that we serve, that David expresses that when I go up to the mountain, when I go to the valleys, when I go to the deep ocean, wherever I go, God is always there. You know, most of the times we think that we are neglected or we left alone, but we must know that David declares in Psalms 139 verse 7 to 10, it says God is everywhere. So it means that we face situations or we face trials, we need to sit down, sit back and pray to God that God, I'm going through this tough season, I'm going through these tough times. It's not that the time that you go for church, but in your sick bed or in your homes or even in the kitchen or even in the toilet or even in the shower. You have to pray wherever you are. And then to also the similar God is present. It's Jeremiah, the scripture that supports that. It's in Jeremiah 23 verse 20, chapter 23 verse 23 and 24. It states that um, am I only a God nearby, declares the Lord, and not God far away. Can everyone hide in secret places so that I cannot see them? Do I not feel heavens and the earth? So God is everywhere. Most of the times that we feel that we are down, we feel that we are nobody, or we feel that we are down, but God is everywhere. It's like God, He already gave us the willpower. So for us to open our mouth wherever to say to God, here I am. God, I am giving myself to you. So to encourage each and every one of us, my brothers and sisters, that God is everywhere. When you are no mom, or when you are no dad, God is there. Only for Him, you and me to do, we have to ask Him. We have to call Him wherever we are, in our sick bed or in our downs. We need to ask Him. And He always hears us. So God is present. God's presence is not distinct or detached. He is actively involved in the lives of His creation. We are His creation, and providing comfort and guidance and protection for believers. This means they are never alone. God is always nearby in every life, every situation, or every areas that we live. And being present everywhere underscores God's sovereignty. No part of creation outside His knowledge or control. He controls everything. He controls universe. He controls finances. He controls education. He controls government. He controls every organization. This makes us believers that God sees and understands every situation, yes, no matter how hidden or complex. God understands every situation. And since God is everywhere, He is aware of every thoughts that we have and actions and words. So this calls for every personal accountability and encourages moral and spiritual integrity. So God understands every um, situations that we go through. God is everywhere. So my brothers and sisters, to encourage each and every one of us, we have to seek God more. We have to spend more time in the Word. So that's where God can speak to us in each and every day of our life. Knowing that God is always present, provides comfort during difficult times. So although it also reminds us in Psalms 100 and Psalms 46 verse 1 reminds us that God is our refuge and strength and ever present help in troubles. God constant presence inspires believers like you and me, and um, He lived moral upright life, avoiding actions that dishonor Him. And God's omnipresent ensures believers like you and me that He hears our prayer everywhere and at any time. You can pray at any time and fosters confidence in approaching in Him. To conclude, God is omnipresent, meaning that God is everywhere. Currently, we are speaking. Currently, we are talking. God is everywhere. God is with us because He made us, in His own image. So He dwells in us. Only for you and me to do is we need to make Him available. We need to make a relationship so God can live in us and dwell in us. And if you ask Him for anything, He will do it. That's what this says. And so His being everywhere is a profound and comforting truth. It makes us believers like you and me of His constant companionship, guides and moral conduct, and affirms His sovereignty over the universe. In acknowledging God is everywhere, we are invited to cultivate intimacy with Him, trust Him, His guidance, and live with awareness that no place beyond His presence, only the safest place to live is in God's presence. And truly, the omnipresence of God is the source of our reverence and assurance for all who seek Him. For example, for myself, this is the kind of feelings that I feel when I like feel down, or when I overloaded with work, and when I go through prayer and when I go through reading the word, it refreshes me. It refreshes me, and all the tiredness and also all the work pressure releases me. So it's not like, but it's a presence of God. When we read the word, when we read the word, when we worship, hear the gospel music, it refreshes God's presence take over our life. So I encourage you, brothers and sisters, when you go through any trials, when you go through any situation, you need to be in the God's presence. How to be in the God's presence? You have to be, or I have to be, spend more time in the Word. I need to be uh, in praise and worship with the Lord, and also encourage each and other, every brothers and sisters, and to reference um, the omnipresence God is only Bible, Psalm 137 verse 7. Psalm 139 verse 7 to 10, and Jeremiah 23 verse 23 to 24, and Psalms 46 verse 1. Thank you. That's all. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you.